finalist team, starting with our number 4 seed, Chloe Shermosky and Kevin Reynolds Sr.
Okay, we are back after a small technical difficulty.
Our number 3 seeds, Owen and Kevin Schatzer.
Shermosky and Reynolds, your number 1 seed. The Schatzers, your number 2 seed in handicap.
Our number 2 seed in today's adult junior final is Robbie and Robert Simmons.
Robbie and Robert Simmons, your number 3 seed.
And your top seed today at plus 521 for 8 games is Tyler Mitchell Epperson and Aaron Bay. Bowling fans, let's have a nice hand for our handicap finalists.
Well,
all right, our competitors are off to their lanes, and we will begin practice to begin the semifinal match of today's finals. Today's finals is a 1-4, 2-3 matchups. The winners of each match will then bowl each other for the title.
That's not bad.
Yeah, that's good. And now we're buffering. Oh, we're good. Hey, can you grab me a schedule, Stacy? Jane, leave that there, so no one unplugs that.
All right. Once again, good afternoon. We're just going to start over.
We'll try this again, Josh.
Someone ripped our extension cord out of the outlet, so I lost all the microphones, so we have to start over. So, good afternoon, everyone. We are coming to you live, Adult Junior number 3, here at Clearview Lanes. You are currently watching lanes 21, 22, 23, and 24. Those will be our title match lanes. We currently have the top 4 in each division. The top 4 is in scratch is Francis Vitelli and Tyler Vitelli. Anthony Nyer, Gene Blair, your 2 seeds. Your 3 seed, Anthony Nyer, Neil Vitale. And Caden Mutchler and Nathan Lubeski, your number 4 seeds. In the handicap division, Tyler Mitchell Epperson and Aaron Bay are your 1 seed. Robbie and Robert Simmons, your 2 seed. Owen and Kevin Schatzer, the 3 seed. And Chloe Shermosky and Kevin Reynolds Sr., your 4 seed. The number 1 seed will take on the 4 seed, and the 2 seed bowling the 3 seeds, and then the winners of those matches will bowl each other right in front of us here for our title matches. Joining me in the booth today, my colleague for today, and hopefully a couple more times in the next couple upcoming weeks, Mr. Ben Rhines. Ben, thanks for sitting in with me today.
Welcome, Josh. We're about to see some very interesting matches here.
Absolutely. We had 62 teams today, so we were just we were 2 teams short of a full house. So definitely a great turnout today.
Yep.
128 bowlers. Currently, all 4 of our pairs are taking their warm-up shots.
Yep.
And we will be off and running. Ben and I will be updating everyone on the scores throughout all the matches.
We got a couple extra pairs that aren't on the live stream, so we'll try to do our best.
Just a reminder to everyone watching, Next Sunday is the 21 and under doubles from Colony Park North. Tonight is the deadline to get the reduced entry.
I think I might be making an appearance with some kid that might be on the #1 ranked college team in the country right now.
Really?
Yeah.
The Citadel's ranked #1?
Wonderful McKendree Bearcats.
I've heard of them. They're all right.
I think they're pretty decent. They have their moments.
Couple more shots here from each team, and we will be ready to go. All right, quick rundown here of our handicap matches. Mitchell Epperson and Bay will be taking on Shramovsky and Reynolds. The team of Mitchell Epperson and Bay will be getting 6 pins. And the team of Robert and Robbie Simmons will be receiving 75 pins against Kevin and Owen Schatzer.
And on the scratch side, of course, it's all heads up. We have Tony Lutz and Neil Vitale.
All right, I'm going to cut you off quick and go to Matt.
Yep, going right to Matt.
Okay, bowling fans, time to introduce our semifinal matches. Let's go. Start on our left and we'll work to the right. Right off camera, on 19 and 20, we have the 2 and 3 seeds in handicap. We have Robbie and Robert Simons taking on Owen and Kevin Schatzer. Simons getting 75 pins handicap. That's the difference of the handicap. Okay? On your live stream pair here, we have 1 and 4 seeds in handicap on 21 and 2. We have Tyler Mitchell Epperson against Aaron Bay, getting 6 pins handicap, versus Chloe Shramovsky and Kevin Reynolds Sr. The winners of those 2 matches will advance to bowl on 23 and 4 for the title. Okay? On the scratch side, we have #1 seed, Francis and Tyler Vitelli, taking on #4 seed, Caden Munchler and Nathan Lubeski. That's here on your live stream pair. Just off to the right on 25 and 6, we have #2 seed, Anthony Nyer and Gene Blair, taking on #3 seed, Tony Lutz and Neil Vitale. The winners of these 2 matches will then come to 21 and 2 for their title match. Bowling fans, let's give a nice hand for our 8 teams in the finals today.
All righty, and we are ready to go. Ben, if you want to continue finishing your thought for the scratch matches.
Yep. Heads up, we got Anthony Nyer and Gene Blair. They railed them pretty good up through the first 6 games, and then Vitelli got around them. And the actually here on 23 and 24, Francis, both phenomenal all day. Pretty far right of everybody, relatively.
We're going to focus on the 2 matches right here in front of us. We'll give scoring updates for all 4 matches, but As far as play-by-play action, we're going to focus on the pairs right in front of us.
And I'm going to give a quick shout out to the third Vitelli. Zach, you just texted me, wanted to shout out, and no, I'm not making any saxophone noises for you. The whole bowling family there. Good spare conversion for Francis.
This is the third week in a row that Francis Vitelli's in a final. So,
yeah. Has he won yet this year?
He has 2 titles this year, yes. Two or three. 2, I believe.
Is he leading for titles in the season?
He is not.
No.
That honor currently goes to Isaac Erickson with 3 titles this year. We are almost at the halfway point of the season.
Yeah. Came and went fast.
Mitchell Epperson and Bay start off with strikes. Shermovsky with a spare. Both Vitellis start off with marks. Lubinsky here could make his 4-pin. And then all 4 bowlers on our title pairs here will start off with marks. Reynolds up now at 22.
Had to jinx it, Josh.
I had to, I guess.
But watch, the pin decks are pretty spunky here. Anything's makeable.
4-6 is definitely makeable here.
Yep. Even without the twisters now.
I don't doubt that at all. Double there for Caden.
Strike for Francis Vitelli.
Just to give everyone a quick rundown, since we've built viewership quite a bit. The match right in front of us here on 23 and 4, the number 1 seed, Francis and Tyler Vitelli, taking on the 4 seed, Caden, I don't want to butcher the last name, but I will anyway, Caden Mutchler and Nathan Lubeski. The number 2 seed, Anthony Nyer and Gene Blair, taking on the 3 seeds, Tony Lutz and Neil Vital. The 1 and 4 match on 21 and 2, Tyler Mitchell Epperson and Aaron Bay taking on Chloe Shermovsky and Kevin Reynolds. And the number 3 seed, Robbie and Robert Simmons, and Kevin and Owen Schatzer, your 2-3 match.
Out of trouble there for Caden Mutcher, crumbling out what could have been a Greek church, even just a 10-pin. Wow.
All 4 of our bowlers cleared so far at our scratch match.
Yep. Let's see.
Strike there for Reynolds.
Nathan Lubinsky looking to get on the board here on 24. Comes in just a bit high, leaving the 2-4-7. Tyler Vitelli swishing out the 5-7 on 23.
Aaron Bay with the front 3 over on the handicap side.
Oh,
All of our matches are through at least the 3rd frame. Over on the far scratch match, we have currently a 6-pin lead for Nair and Blair. A 5-pin lead for the Vitellis.
other way around, a 6-pin lead for Lutz and Vital.
20-pin lead for Mitchell Epperson and Bay.
Yep.
Make that a 30-pin lead. And the Simmons family with about a 30-pin lead.
It's front 4 for Tyler Vitelli. You can see that at the camera, Gene Blair with a nice 3-4-6-7 conversion to keep that match somewhat close. Strike for Caden Mutcher. Take a minute and talk about this wonderful lane condition they're bowling on today. I had the pleasure of bowling on it, if that's what you want to say.
Was it a pleasure?
It was literally like banging your head against the wall, because there was a wall from 10 to 10 in the middle of the lane.
Then you should have been able just to throw the ball down 10, not?
In theory, yes.
Okay, in theory.
In theory, yes.
But I'm assuming it didn't work like that.
No, not exactly. I bowled with Ryan Mitzkavich, and we both had swirly McSwirl swirls on the fresh, so we both went to urethane and bailed out 200. And then we didn't bowl very well the next game, but oh well. People that did bowl well were throwing a lot of bigger balls that were just hooking a lot front to back and controlling it, especially on the fresh. And then later, they either balled down a little bit to something not quite as big of a core, or they just went extremely sideways and threw it right into the friction. And this bowling center, especially without a re-oil and this many games, but I figure by game 4, that's typically with 8 on a pair, kind of what the end of a 5-man league would be like. By the end of 8 games, it gets pretty toasty. And then for the match play, well, for the step ladder, it gets even toastier. But it's not very usable friction, so.
So what you're telling me is it's going to be a survival of the fittest here, these 5
yes.
matches.
Except for the few, if you have it figured out, you're striking. But if you don't, it's throwing darts at a dartboard a mile away. A lot of strikes on the handicap match is just out of frame. both Tyler Vitelli and Aaron Bay working on the front 5, going on 6.
Package deal.
For front 6 and a wrap 10 for Tyler Vitelli. Vital and Lutz appear to have almost an 80-pin lead on Nair and Jean Blair right now.
That must be our pay for the day. Strike there for Chloe. She's having a very good game. We are through 6 frames here in our handicap match here, the 1 and 4 match. Still under 10 pins.
Separating that match,
yeah, Shermowski and Reynolds have caught up to Mitchell Epperson and Bay. Over on the far left, that is also a 10-pin match between the Simmons and Schatzer family. Roughly a 70-pin lead for Lutz and Vital. And roughly right around 50 for the Vitellis.
Yep.
So both handicap matches are going to come down to the 10th frame, but scratch matches are starting to take shape a little bit. They could certainly change with a double or triple here.
Double, triple, or tap.
Just like that.
Yep. At least he got the 7 out.
Tyler leaving the 9 pin. Tyler on an open, he'll definitely be looking to make this spare. Doesn't want to go back to back.
That does not help. An untimely open for Caden. Looks like Vital and Lutz are up by.
It's about a 30 pin match.
Yeah,
35.
30 pin match. Anything can going into the 9th frame. Anything can happen.
Big shot here for Vital. This could be this could be a real dagger in.
They could Greyhound gap him with the hit here.
Another strike for Vital.
Good break for Caden Mutcher. That's what we call back home a post-it.
Strike there for Francis. That's a double for him. His first double of the match.
That's his first double. Wow. I know.
A couple good shots out there. Just couldn't put 2 together.
Yep. He's still filling boxes.
Over on the, go ahead.
The far handicap match. That looks.
Currently the Schatzer family with the lead. They are down to the adult bowlers in the 10th frame. Robert with a 4-bagger there. Kevin with the opportunity to take back the lead, I believe. Now it will still be the lead for the Simmons, but looks like Kevin's going to need at least a double. All depends on what Robert does here in his second ball. Strike there for Kevin. It is a 2-pin lead. 2-pin lead for the Schatzers.
Yep.
So
it's going to come down to 10th frame.
Whatever Simmons does, Schatzer has to match or exceed.
Yes.
Second shot for Robert Simmons. Ooh, leaves the stone 10. So Kevin Schatzer essentially just needs count.
Yep.
He needs at least 8.
And I like his chances of getting 8 right now. Should be good. Oh.
And he gets 6. And that might be trouble.
He needs.
Yeah, that's going to be it. He misses his spare. That gives them 467.
He needs to make it.
He has
tie.
to make it. He has to
tie.
make it. Yep.
Now, what's the situation for a tie? If he does make it, what's the situation for
9th and 10th frame roll off.
Needs it. Oh.
He does not get it.
It's a 1-pin match. Wow.
Robbie and Robert Simmons win 467 to 466. Our far scratch match is in the 10th frame.
It looks like it's
decided. Yep, it's gonna be Lutz and Vital. Moving on. 4, 5, 6. Yes, that match is over.
So it's going to be. It looks like it's going to be Vital and Lutz, probably against Vitelli.
Well, a lot can change right now.
Yeah.
I mean, it is a 50-pin match, but
anything can happen here.
Yeah.
That 3-pin.
Yeah, that didn't help, but still a chance. You know,
Yep.
anything can happen. It is that close of a match. Lubinsky with his spare. Reynolds up now for his 9th frame. He gets the strike. So in our handicap match here, it's going to be 7, 8, 9, 10. It's going to be a 43-pin lead for Bay and Mitchell Epperson. They are both working on at least a 3-bagger. Tyler on a 5-bagger, so they are in complete control of that match. They just got to fill frames and they'll be in good shape.
Yep.
Strike there for Vital. Tony Lutz, 185. Anthony Nyer, 189. Gene Blair, 168. Neil already in the 260s.
He
Over
can
on the
punch 90. Yep.
Yes, he can. Over on the handicap side, that match that's completed already. Owen Schatzer, 245. Kevin Schatzer, 221. Robbie Simmons, 190. And Robert Simmons, 202. Spare there for Chloe Shermovsky.
Yeah. Vital up for the last 11. Neil Vital with a nice 290 game to help his partner Tony Lutz move into the final match.
Lutz and Vital, 475. Nyer and Blair, 357. And I think it's all but confirmed. It will be the Vitellis against Lutz and Vital for the title.
And that will be on 21-22 or 23-24?
21 and 2.
Okay.
Chloe Skromowski, a very nice game at 247. Tyler Mitchell Epperson, 232. Bay just needs to do exactly what he did right there. Stay behind the foul line. And it will be Bay and Mitchell Epperson taking on the team of Robbie and Robert Simmons. That match will be on 23 and 24. We had one of our handicap teams beat 2 of our scratch teams.
Yes, they did. Yeah. 466 from Schatzers, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shermovsky and Reynolds shot 451 scratch.
Yes, yeah. And they saw 475 scratch, too. There's some pretty high scoring handicap matches.
The handicap team should have been in the scratch side.
Yes, they should have.
All right, we're going to get everybody situated here and get the teams, got the scratch teams on the left pair, the handicap teams on the right pair. Ben, let's do a little review quick of this schedule.
All righty then.
As I said earlier, next weekend we are at Colony Park Lanes North, 21 and under doubles.
Make sure you get your reduced entries in tonight and reserve your spot. That event is very likely to sell out, especially with kids being home from college.
And then in 2 weeks, the week after that, a very good close friend of ours, Travis Sparks, will have our girls only number 3 at East Lincoln Lanes in York, Pennsylvania, $250 top prize. And then a couple days after that, the day after Christmas, we will be at Haja Rose Bowl for the Roto Grip Day After Christmas tournament. That will be major number 5. And then we will finish out 2018 at Strike Zone Alleys, as always,
yep,
for our New Year's Eve event.
It's always a fun time.
Absolutely, a lot of good events here coming up. We have a couple majors coming up, couple special events, 21 and under doubles, stuff like that.
Yep, and of course, since it's almost a new year, that means the wonderful flyers for championship weekend will start leaking out soon.
Yes, they will be.
It's coming up quicker than you know it. Mark your calendars from Friday, May 31st, all the way through Sunday, June 2nd for championship weekend at Limerick Bowl up in Limerick, Pennsylvania. Now we're just waiting on Tournament Director Matthew Himmerich to present the awards and trophies. Should be 3rd and 4th place finishers in both scratch and handicap divisions. Here we go.
Okay, bowling fans, that concludes our semifinals for today's adult junior number 3. Time to give out our 3rd and 4th place awards. Finishing in 4th in the scratch division officially. The youth bowler getting a $100 scholarship and a $100 payout for the adult goes to the team of Caden Mutchler and Nathan Lubeski.
Mutchler and Lubeski, your 4th place finishers today.
The dude abides.
Okay, and officially our 3rd place finishers in today's tournament. The youth bowler getting a $100 scholarship and award. The adult bowler getting a $100 payout. Goes to the team of Anthony Nyer and Gene Blair.
Anthony Nyer and Gene Blair are your third place finishers.
Scholarship and the adult bowler a $100 payout goes to the team of Chloe Shermovsky and Kevin Reynolds Sr.
Chloe Shermovsky, Kevin Reynolds, your fourth place finisher in the handicap division.
And officially our third place finishing team in the handicap division. Youth bowler getting a $100 scholarship and the adult bowler a $100 payout goes to the team of Owen and Kevin Schatzer.
Kevin and Owen Schatzer are your third place finishers.
Okay, we are on to our title matches. The left pair will be our scratch match. The right pair will be our handicap match for live streaming.
few more shots from some of the bowlers, and then we'll be beginning our final matches for both the scratch and handicap divisions here at the adult junior number 3 at Clearview Lanes in Mount Joy, Pennsylvania. Josh has returned from
That's a business I had to deal with.
business.
Business.
B-I-D-ness. Well, it appears the time has come.
All right, our pairs are done with practice, and we are just about ready to roll.
Okay, bowling fans, it is time to begin our title matches for today's adult junior number 3 here at Clearview Lanes in Mount Joy, PA. On the scratch side, we have number 1 seed, Francis and Tyler Vitelli, taking on number 3 seed, Tony Lips and Neil Vital. On the handicap side, we have number 1 seed, Tyler Mitchell Epperson and Aaron Bay, taking on number 2 seed, Robbie and Robert Simons. The difference in handicap is 59 going to the Simons, okay? Bowling fans, let's give a nice hand for our title matches for today's tournament.
Here we go, our title matches. On the scratch side, the Vitelli brothers taking on Tony Lutz and Neil Vital. And then Aaron Bay and Tyler Mitchell Eppers taking on Robbie and Robert Simmons, correct? I guess. Strike to start for Francis.
10 pins is it? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm looking at the wrong.
Yeah.
I was looking for the handicap, but I'm looking at the wrong match.
I think it's 59.
32109. Yep, 59 for the Simmons family. Strike for Francis, spare for Tony. Tyler and Aaron start off with a strike apiece. Open frame for Robbie. Robert up now. He leaves the big ugly. The 3, 6, 9, 10. Neil Vital with the strike. He keeps on moving along after his 290 game. Last game of the first game of the step ladder last game. Robbie Simmons with a spare. Tyler lets that ball get away from him. Throws the first one in the gutter. He's on a strike, so no loss there with the gutter if he makes a spare. 4-pin for Francis. Spare there for Francis. Scratch match all tied. Strike for Robert Simmons. Bay up now looking for a double. Late trip there of the 10, he'll get it.
Aaron Bay's throwing it just a little bit hard. Tyler Vitelli with a double to start on the scratch side.
Well, it's up now for his third frame. Double there for Tony. Bay up now looking for a 3-bagger. He'll put 10 back. Tyler had one get away from him there in the second frame, but picked it up by making his spare. And just after 3 frames, Bay and Mitchell Epperson have
made up their deficit.
Made up the 59, so this will be a scratch match all the way out. Not a scratch match, but you know, it'll be dead even. Another strike for Neil. Why is it every time I watch Neil Vitale bowl, he knocks 10 pins over?
I don't know.
It's like automatic.
Yeah.
Strike there for Tyler, 3-bagger for him. That will give the Vitellis a 10-pin lead. Robbie gets one off his 4-9.
Nice shot for Tyler. Francis Vitelli a little bit firm and up the lane on that one. Leaving just a 2-4, almost a bucket. But
strike there for Robert Simmons. That's a 3-bagger.
Aaron Bay got that little inside and up the lane. Luckily, it shimmed enough to only 6-pin.
Tony Lutz looking for his team's 3-bagger. He comes up high. 3-6 for Tony.
Josh, I think you could have benefited from that ad. Elizabethtown Barbers.
Well, they can't possibly do a worse job of shaving a head than I did. I took an inch right off the top this week, and not in the good way. By the looks of it, I don't think you've ever cut your head shaving, so you wouldn't know what I'm talking about.
Man bun central Hoss.
Yeah, that ship for me sailed about 25 years ago.
The man bun left for you, and Phil Collins entered.
4-bagger for Tyler Vitelli.
He can feel it coming in the air tonight. I have a feeling the scratch match is probably going to go to the distance and come down in the 9th and 10th.
Well, we're watching Neil Vitale bowl, so he's probably going to get a strike here because that's what he does when we watch him.
He's coming off a bowl in 290 last match, so he's on. He's in the 4th frame. I like his odds of going 280 this game.
You just have to expect it.
Yeah.
Bay up now, looking to get back on the strike track. He does.
Aaron Bay cable strapped on it.
Robert Simmons up here now looking for a 4-bagger to cut the deficit.
And he gets it. Strike for Lutz.
And we have a tie ball game in the handicap division.
Boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go racing. We're going to have a...
Good shot there for Robbie. Leaves just a 10 pin. Spare conversion here for him.
Vitale working on strike 9 spare double here in the 5th. 10 in the pit. Vitelli working on a 4-bagger. Front 5 for Tyler Vitelli.
Oh, untimely shot there for Francis. Leaves the 6-7.
I have Francis making this. Or
If
he's giving it a run.
If he does not, it will turn the lead back over to Lutz and Vitale. Tyler misses his 10 pin.
And right back at him, 2-8, not a gimme, but it's a little more makeable in the 6-10, but I know Francis can hum it pretty good. And with these pin decks here, anything can happen.
Well, he's making a run at it.
Oh.
Gets one. Count is important today.
Yes, it is.
I'd rather see him get one and then, you know, whip them both.
Yep. 1 is 2 in that instance, and 0 is still 0.
Lutz now for his 2-8. Easy conversion.
There's actually an interesting thing that Brad Angelo and Bowl U started called the Clear Your Frame Challenge or whatever. And it's you bowl as long as you can until you have 3 opens. Very good practicing tool. It goes to show where filling boxes helps.
You and I could go all night.
If it's on a house shot, definitely not.
I want it to be known today I used the term Big 5.
Big 5. What's the Big 5, Joshua?
Greek Church.
Big strike there for Robbie Simmons, keeping that match back in. Big 5, Greek Church.
Do you know the story behind that?
No, I don't.
Marshall Holman on the telecast a few weeks ago used the term Big 5.
Oh. Huh.
So we did a little digging with the help of Parker Bone III and to figure out what the Big 5 was.
Now, have you ever asked Parker why it's called the Flying Eagle?
No.
That's, untimed. Well,
ooh, he's out of trouble. Talk
Skip
about
go. Get out of jail free card?
That might be.
That.
We have the ability with YouTube right in front of us here to watch the replay of that.
Here goes Vitelli. Keeping that match close. Big strike for Francis. And Tyler's still working on the front 6.
Let's watch this Tony Lutz trip here, the 4-7 in real time.
Look, left off his hand. Can't really see what rolled out.
And nope, we can't see what rolled.
Good spare. Robert Simmons just a bit outside. 6. Very good shot there for Tyler. Spare for Robbie Simmons.
And with a couple of big shots, the Simmons family has taken the lead.
Yes, they have.
Over on the scratch side, Tyler Vitelli with the front 7. Currently about a 20-pin lead for the Vitellis. Neil Vitale got another strike.
Yes, he did. Fun factoid, in all the PJBT adult juniors and 21 under doubles, there's only been one 600 game bowled as a doubles team. Happened with Zach Dragovitz and Bradley Krause at Stanton Lanes in 2015.
I remember that.
I was bowling next to them. I know I bowled with Wiseman the first game at championship weekend. I bowled 300. He bowled 260. And the next game I bowled 260. He bowled 300. So
You guys just couldn't get it together.
We couldn't. Some guy named Parker Bone bowled pretty well that weekend too. I don't know where he came from.
Rumor has it he's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's fine. Ooh, stiff 7 there by Aaron Bay.
Some other guy named Tim Foy Jr. took a winner take all pot off me.
I'm sure he felt real bad about that.
Yeah.
Robert Simmons with another strike. Both of these matches are coming down to the 10th frame, Mr. Ben.
Yes, they are. Always a good thing. Vitelli working on front 7. Here we go. Looks pretty good. Get the 7 out.
And they're at a point now where he has to keep going with how tight this match is.
Luckily, Francis is providing some help working on a double. Tony hasn't struck since the 5th frame.
Neil can bring this back to a 2-pin match.
Yes, he can. I like the chances of that, Josh.
It's automatic. Like the sun coming up every morning. Automatic.
We got ourselves a match here, boys.
9th frame on the handicap side. Spare there for Robbie Simmons. Three bagger for Francis. We're having too much fun sitting back here by ourselves.
Now, you know what? Tyler could get some baloney for that if he was a couple months off.
Yes, he could. We should get him up here to bowl the Dutchman with us.
Yes. Tyler Vitelli got the baloney in Clearview. For those who don't know, at the baloney tournament,
this is
if you get an 8-bagger.
This is the home of where the nickname Skip Moyer started.
Yes, yes, it is. I was here for that.
Yes.
I fried out at that tournament. I think it was the trios event. Big shot for Tyler.
Anyone that wants to know that story has to show up. I won't talk about it on live stream. You got to show up and I'll tell you the story.
Oh boy. Here you go, Tyler Vitelli working on front 8.
Big shot here for Tyler.
Should be pretty good. Get the 7 out. Oh, not. It helps. It's still all right.
Big shot here for Neil. This is a must strike for him.
This is a must strike for Neil. Keep it in. Then again, I like his chances of striking here. Looks pretty good. And it's going to come down to the 10th frame. It helps that. Ooh. We got this match in the handicap side. It's just going and going and going. It's going the distance.
Oh, untimely split for Robert Simmons. He leaves the 6-7-10.
But it's makeable.
Makeable, very makeable.
We're going to see what Aaron Bay does here. It's choppable.
Oh. Completely misses.
It's going to come to the 10th frame. in both matches. The Vitellis currently have a 16-pin lead. Both are working on marks going to the 10th. Here goes Francis. Very good shot from Francis. It's a ham bone. Thank you, Rob Stone. Welcome back, pal. Tony Lutz responding to a strike of his own, and Robbie Simmons with a big hit there in the 10th.
That's a huge shot for him.
That is.
The Simmons have the lead.
Yes, they do. If I was in this situation personally, I'd use every re-rack humanly possible, if I hadn't used any in the match already, just to draw it out. Big shot there from Francis. Looking for a double. 8.
All right, good spot for that.
The old 4-9.
226 for Francis Vitelli. Spare there for Tony. 191 for Tony Lutz.
I think.
I believe Tyler just needs to stay behind the foul line.
Yes, stay behind the foul line, hit the one in front and the one right to the neck to the right of it, and I think I like his chances. That pretty much does it.
Alrighty, we will focus on our handicap match here.
Big shot there for Tyler. Neil, oh, stuff 9 for Neil Vitale.
That's because we weren't watching. I wasn't watching, so that's why you didn't strike.
What we call back home a pie gal. That's another story I won't tell on the live stream. There's a gentleman by the name of Bernie Kuhn. His wife Debbie Kuhn bowled on Team USA years and years ago before Chris Barnes got involved. And Bernie, Debbie's husband, is notorious for yelling "pie gal" when people stuff 8s and 9s. It's a great time.
Spare there for Neil.
Big shot. That's a 5-bagger for Tyler, keeping that match from getting out of hand. It's going to come down to 10th.
It's going to be roughly right around a 20-pin lead for Mitchell Epperson and Aaron Bay.
It appears the Vitellis are your scratch division winners.
226 for Francis, 268 for Tyler, 494. 191 for Tony Lutz, 258 for Neil Vitale, 449 for them. Francis and Tyler Vitelli with the W today. That is the 3rd title of the year, I believe, for Francis.
P-O-Y, P-O-Y.
It wasn't pretty, but it was a strike.
Knocked them all over in one. We have a, was that bad? I can't math today. 24-pin match here in the handicap side.
Yeah, Bay pretty much just needs to stay clean here.
And he does.
And that's going to do it. Yep, Tyler Mitchell Epperson and Aaron Bay will be your handicap division winners. Good showing, though, today by the Simmons family.
Yes. Very good showing today. As we said earlier, filling boxes goes a long way.
Yeah, right at the end.
All right, your final scores: Tyler Mitchell-Epperson 225, Aaron Bay 203, 428 for them. Robbie Simmons 144, Robert Simmons 199, 343, 402 with their handicap. Good showing today for all of our bowlers. That was a good tournament. All right, we will give out our awards. I will do a very, very, very quick post-game interview. Unless you would like to conduct the post-game.
I would do it.
Okay.
I'll do it. You got another headset?
This is the only two that I have.
Okay,
I
we
gotta
can
give you
make
this.
do.
Yeah, we got to make two.
We can make do.
Third of the year, right?
Trophy presentation.
As soon as
Okay, bowling fans, that concludes our PJBT third adult junior of the season. Time to give out our final awards for today. Finishing a runner-up in the scratch division. The youth bowler getting a $150 scholarship and the adult bowler a $125 payout. Goes to the team of Tony Lutz and Neil Vital.
Tony Lutz and Neil Vital, your second place finishers in the scratch division.
Okay, our runner-up finishing team in the handicap division. The youth bowler getting a $150 scholarship and the adult bowler a $125 payout. Goes to the team of Robbie and Robert Simons.
Robbie and Robert Simmons, your second place finishers. Good day for them. And now it's time to crown our champions.
Okay, and now it's time to crown our champions, starting with our adult in the scratch division. The adult bowler receiving a $150 payout and a very nice plaque for his title goes to Tyler Vitelli.
Tyler Vitelli, your adult winner today.
And our youth division, our youth bowler on the team, receiving a $200 scholarship for his fourth title of the season and the first place acrylic plaque goes to Francis Vitelli.
Francis Vitelli, the win today.
Number 3 in the season.
3 or 4? He thinks it's 4. I think it's 3. We'll call it 3.5.
Okay, now it's time to crown our handicap division champion, starting with the adult bowler receiving a $150 payout, and his plaque for the title goes to Aaron Bay.
Aaron Bay, the adult winner today.
And the youth bowler getting the handicap title today, a $200 scholarship for him, and a first place acrylic plaque goes to Tyler Mitchell-Epperson.
Tyler Mitchell-Epperson, your handicap division winner today, punching his ticket to championship weekend. All right, we're going to set this set this camera up
Thank you,
for.
calling fans. Stay tuned. We're going to get a quick picture with our winners, and we'll send them back for final interviews. Don't forget, next Sunday we will be at Colony Park Lanes North.
Mr. Rhines will conduct the postgame.
21 and under doubles event next Sunday. We'll have live streaming.
We have
The handicap division. Yeah, someone have a seat.
It should be Tyler because he's carried me all day. But
So, Tyler, how many PJBTs have you bowled now?
I want to say 5 or 6.
5 or 6, so you're not bad. Bowled pretty well today. Saw the shoulder bothering you a little bit, but all right. What was the key to victory today for you guys?
is to really keep us calm.
Yeah. We have to keep each other calm.
Both get too pumped up too quick, especially this guy and me. As you saw when I yelled and he yelled, that and make good shots and just let pin count be pin count, let everything go.
Yep.
To be honest.
Anyone you guys want to thank?
Bowler Island Bashers.
UBA.
Not that good.
Yeah.
Thanks our mom, my mom Sharon, my dad Tom, my brother Nick, everybody who supported me out through the years. Also want to thank the legend, John Wallace. That guy's an inspiration to everybody.
I want to thank my dad, Dan Mitchell, drilling all my stuff. I want to thank my mom, Stacy. She's a huge supporter. And I want to thank Rackbusters Pro Shop for being a great pro shop.
Alrighty, that's about it. See you guys at championship weekend. Good bowling all day today. And now the scratch division winners, the Vitelli brothers. Tyler and Francis Vitelli. Zach is here via moral support in the live stream. Here, just talking to the microphone so your brother can talk too. Here, take the headset off here. I'll hold it.
Use that one, okay.
So, what was the key to victory today, boys?
We're just striking a lot.
Yeah. We're playing the lanes off each other and reading the lanes. We move to new lanes and communicate pretty well.
There you go.
Watch each other's ball reaction. Sorry.
So that makes it win number 3 or 4 this year for you.
4th year.
4th. There you go. Not bad. You're going to pull Lazarchik this season and more than 10 times your titles in one season, probably. Nothing wrong with that. Who do you guys want to thank?
I'd like to thank our dad for driving us here, the tournament staff, the center. Had a good time bowling today.
Awesome. Great. See you guys at championship. Of course, you at championship weekend. You probably up there on Saturday for the adult juniors.
Yeah.
Well, you guys take it easy. Good bowling today.
Thank you.
Safe drives home. And that wraps it up for the PJBT Adult Junior at Clearview Lanes.
Okay. Just a reminder before we go, next Sunday is the 21 and under doubles at Colony Park North. Tonight at midnight is the deadline to get the reduced entry, so you can go online at pjbtbowlingseries.com and make your payment. Other than that, thank you for hopping on here with me. We gotta do this again sometime. This was fun.
Yes.
So from all of us here at the PJBT, we'll see everybody next week. Thank you.